Hey, what's going on, guys? Oz here. This is a 110 kill gameplay. I'm playing 6v6 domination on the map Hijacked, and I'm using the Scar H assault rifle. One thing I want to tell you guys when using an assault rifle is you cannot use these like submachine guns. These are not close quarters weapons. Using an assault rifle, you have to know and play your role, and you have to understand that you can't try to. I would advise not flanking the enemy when using an assault rifle. You don't want to get into close range engagements where shotgun users, submachine gun users from the hip spraying you down are just going to murder you all game long. You don't want to do that. Just try your best to patrol areas and just try to keep the enemy contained to one particular area as I get killed by a guy in a corner, and that won't be the last time that happens in this game, as you'll see here shortly. But yeah, just try to know your role. I mean, don't spend time flanking. Make sure you use the weapons the way they're supposed to be used. If you're using a sniper, you want to stay far, far away. Don't run around with the sniper rifle. If you're using a light machine gun, don't run around with that. If you're using a submachine gun, don't sit back in your spawn. You want to get up close to the enemy. A shotgun, even closer. So yeah, that's just a little quick tip for today, guys. Just a little helpful reminder. Just remember, use your gun the way it's supposed to be used, and you won't have any problems with it. Something else I want to talk about today is you see me get some nice work here done on this left side here by B. This is one power position that I tend to hold down, and it's really hard when using an assault rifle for the enemy to kill you. If you notice they start head glitching the stairs, just try to jump through this window and then come over to the head glitch right here. That way you can combat them. But sometimes what happens right here is I'm lucky this guy did not have a submachine gun and he was out of range for a shotgun. Otherwise he would have murdered me. But when you go to that head glitch, sometimes you're going to get picked off by guys rushing you. So try to rotate between those two spots. Right here, I do get killed by another bitch in the corner. Why are you in the corner, kid? That pisses me off so bad, I swear. I was one kill, like half of a kill off of another lodestar. Luckily, I was able to recover from that. Otherwise, I would have been really heated. This is a pretty good lobby full of guys that obviously were not very good. But what we're going to talk about today is going to be engineer versus tactical mask. And I see a lot of people ask me this question because for the most part when the game first came out, I was always using dexterity. And then I switched off the tac mask, and I told you guys why. It's one of the best perks in the game. It will protect you from shock charges. Not too many people camp with shock charges anymore, but you do have the occasional guys. But protects you from stuns, flashes, even the EMP grenades. If I'm not mistaken, it will also make the EMP effect less prevalent. So what I figured is I had the most trouble using tac mask when I would rush around. I'd run through a shock charge, but people always double up the shock charge with the bouncing Betty. And for whatever reason, I don't always hear the bouncing Betty. I don't know what that, what reason that is. So what I started doing was I took off tactical mask and I put on engineer. Engineer lets you see all the equipment in the world, like that right there. I just saw the bouncing Betty. I was able to shoot it one time, and I got an additional 50 points towards my score streak. That's the real benefit of using engineer. It's so not only so I can locate people who are camping, and also it helps me locate the general direction that people will be coming from, but it also lets me shoot the equipment more often and I get points. Like I got half of a kill, 50 points, just for shooting that damn thing. And if they had more equipment, I would have shot that. And that could potentially add up. You figure these score streaks that I'm using, they don't come easy. You need every advantage that you can get. And like the setup I'm using, Lodestar, Dogs, and Swarm, which is a really aggressive setup. And it's putting a lot of high risk on my part because you won't always hit these kill streaks. So I was actually lucky to get them. But you cap a flag, that's 200 points. That shaves down the amount of kills that you need by 2. You destroy 2 pieces of equipment, and that shaves off the amount of kills you need by 1. And it makes a big difference. And I started noticing when using engineer, I'm hitting my kill streaks faster. I'm able to predict where the enemies are better. I know which areas to avoid. Like if I see bouncing Betties all up in the second story of Hijack, I know not to go up there. Whereas if I had tactical mask, I'd probably run up in there. Some guy would probably be in a corner, and I'd probably have to run through about 3 bouncing Betties. Whereas, like I said, I would know to actually avoid them with engineer. So that's why I've been using it a lot. What I would recommend for you guys is to make 2 classes. I would start off with the engineer, And then if people are stunning out and they're flashbanging a lot, then you make the switch. But you don't need tactical mask anymore unless they start stunning. But you always want to have that backup class. Also, something I want to briefly talk about is flak jacket versus ghost. A lot of people ask me why I constantly use ghost instead of flak. Some people say they get grenaded all the time. I don't know, guys. I never really get grenaded very often. The only thing that does kill me is hunter killers and maybe, you know, the occasional explosive. But nobody noob tubes in this game. Black Ops 1, you had to run flak jacket because people were still on the Modern Warfare 2 one-man army high. They would sit there, you know, in Modern Warfare 2 with their one-man army shooting grenades up into the sky onto enemy flags. And Black Ops 1, they were still trying to do that, but Black Ops 2, no one does that because nobody noob tubed in Modern Warfare 3. They're not nobody's using grenade launchers. So in my opinion, you're better off with ghosts. It's more important to stay off the radar. And also, I always use hardline. There's no reason not to use hardline in this game. It's all about score streaks in this game. Even if you're using things like UAV and counter UAV, or, you know, UAV Guardian, hunter killer, stuff like that, you'll hit your kill streaks 20% faster. So like I said, there's no reason not to use it. But that's going to be the end of this gameplay, guys. Final score was 110-4. As always, thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Please drop a like if you enjoyed. Peace.